While many people still wondering what is an advocate and what they do for our country or how important they are. Well, let me tell you. But first, my name is Muhammad Zadid Takwa from Class E, and my name is 25106111212. While an advocate is a legal professional who provides legal services, particularly representation and argument on behalf of another person or organization in court. While the term can be used as lawyer or attorney in some jurisdictions, it often carries a specialized meaning, referring to a lawyer trying to argue cases, especially in higher courts. While in Indonesia, especially in colonial era, there are two types of lawyers, which the first is pokro bambu, or a term used during the Dutch colonial era in Indonesia to refer to a specific type of legal practitioner, where they were while Copper Bambu is a native Indonesian who provided legal assistance to their fellow native. They didn't learn educated in law at all, but they know from their observation and practical experience or informal apprenticeship. The key difference to a lawyer nowadays is that Copper Bamboo doesn't have any education on law and they are not to be seen anywhere since today. So, what is the requirement to be an Indonesian lawyer? Obviously, you need to be an Indonesian citizen and at least 25 years old. You need to hold a law degree and complete professional advocate education and pass the Bar Association exam. And you need to undergo a minimum 2-year apprenticeship in a law office and have no criminal records of offense carrying a sentence for 5 years or more. And obviously you need to demonstrate the good behavior, honesty, and integrity. So, what is their rights in court? Well, the first, they have freedom and independence, which means they can voice opinions or perform any professional duties as long as it can help winning the client case. But then we have legal immunity, where they really cannot be sued or prosecuted of what they done in good faith while representing their client in court. So what they mean is that you cannot sue their lawyer as long as in good faith on helping their client to winning the case. And the third is an access to information. They are entitled to obtain necessary data, information, and documents from government or other parties for their client cases. And the last one is client confidentiality, which means is a protection of case file from any inspection or communication and from electronic monitoring. But what is their obligation and prohibited to do? Well, the first obligation is non-discrimination, which means they cannot differentiate between clients based on gender, religion, race, or politics, or social background. The second is they need to maintain their confidentiality, which means they must keep all client information secret and unless stipulated otherwise by law, obviously. And they are prohibited to conflict of interest, a forbidden form of holding position that create a conflict of interest or reduce independence. And then there is a state official position. An advocate who is appointed as a state official is not permitted to practice during their term. And the most important, I think, the most you need to know is fees and pro bono. Oh, obviously pro bono, such an interesting one. Is fees is an advocate charge fees agreed upon with the client, but must consider client's financial situation. But what if our client is someone who is poor and doesn't have money to buy us or to have the service of us? Well, we have the meaning pro bono, which means pro bono something that we give them a service of a lawyer, but without paying at all. So, the Bar Association or Peradi recommends at least 50 hours of pro bono work per year, and their standard must achieve. So obviously it means pro bono clients must achieve at least the same professional standard of service as a paying client. And from what I see here, a lawyer is much more important than anything else. Thank you for today. I hope that what I'm talking is into you. Please, thank you so much.